The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. First carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Let's go! Now back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their to the end zone.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long, even though they don't get it. Because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we've got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 0-0 our score. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the hold.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback taking it in from the 20. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns in to 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 46. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA.
Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that is incomplete.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go now.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Green 39.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in.